Burna Boy here for it.
He was performing in the Bahamas, but I missed it by a night.
Yeah.
My God.
Welcome back to the Luxgen Podcast. Daisy and I here. Saroop is joining us, and a very special guest, Kate, is back on sofa. We missed you.
I missed you guys.
It's nice to have you back.
Feels like it's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute.
You were saying upstairs, weren't you? Like, it feels like I've been skiving school.
I feel like I've been like skipping out and like seeing people. I'm like, oh, I'm nervous.
You know, people are like, oh, when that one kid from year 11
like,
leaves, but always hangs out the school.
Yeah, that's like me.
that is fine.
Yeah, I'm like
not
standing
gone,
outside with an umbrella, like waiting for everyone to come
That one
back.
kid that got expelled but still stands
Yeah, still like
You definitely didn't get expelled.
No, I didn't get expelled, but I do hang around. A
So
lot.
how is it? How's freelancing? You're back in the fashion
It's
styling
good.
space.
It's good. It's an adjustment.
Yeah.
I've really been on like that side of like TikTok. I quit my job to do this or whatever, to go freelance, and it's really it's an adjustment. I wake up in the mornings and I'm like, okay, well I want to work 9 to 5 now, and it's not like that, but it's good, and I'm getting into the swing of things, and like just the more that work picks up, and the more jobs come in, and the more people I can meet and network with, then
Well, that's what we wanted to ask you. Like, do you have any tips for networking? Because there's so many young people who it is so scary to go freelance, especially when you're younger. So, have you got any tips for people who'd like to do that?
It was scary when I sort of first woke up the next day. I was like, oh my God, okay, right, we need to get our shit together right now. I have just been taking people out for a lot of coffees. I've been using social media so much, like to find like-minded people, to find people that are doing the same thing, to find people that I'd want to work for, or want to work with, or feel like I could collaborate with in some way. So yeah, coffees, lunches, emails, Zoom calls. I've had so many Zoom calls, and it's all come through like people I've met working at Sheerluxe, working at my jobs beforehand, and then them saying, oh, well, I know this person, you should speak to them. And then them saying, oh, well, I know this person, you should speak to them. So like the connections I've made are all sort of through that. And one other thing I would say is LinkedIn. I need to get better at it.
Having that
I feel like I was like, when people kept saying LinkedIn to me, I was like, isn't that like just really corporate and like for like congratulating people on jobs and stuff? But it's not. Like,
It's not. It's great.
Yeah, you can be really chilled as well on it, like sort of more informal and low-key on there as well, which is fun, and finding the right people and networking with the right people is also.
I definitely agree with like people are doing internships, things like don't burn any bridges, like keep someone in your contacts, keep them in LinkedIn, because you never know when it might come around where you need a contact, you need someone.
Exactly.
And I think say yes. I feel like that's one thing we all learn. You don't know who's going to be at what event and when, so just say yes.
We were talking about that last week, weren't we?
Yeah.
I saw Saroop last week, and we were saying, I was saying to her, I'm just trying to be like, yep, I'll go and do that. Or like if someone's like, I need an assistant next week, I'm like, I'll do it. Like even if it's not necessarily the route that I was planning, I'm like, okay, well, if I can get on a set, then I can meet this person. If I can get here, then I can talk to this person about something else. It's just saying yes to everything.
Brilliant. Oh, well, it's good to have you. Daisy, you've been on holiday.
It's been. Do you know what?
Look at the tan.
So tan. Having a holiday so early on in the year was really nice. Actually, I didn't realize how much I needed it until it came around, but it's also quite good. Refresh. I've come back, got fresh energy and ready to go again.
You did have a bit of a mare though, didn't you?
Yes,
a little bit. Do you want to tell everyone what happened?
Well, it started with arriving at the airport 24 hours early for my flight. So I actually had a bonus day, girl math. But then so then we rocked up the airport the next day, had a 6-hour delay. Honestly, we thought we were going to miss our connecting flight. So we asked the air hostess to sit us right at the front of the plane. So they sat us right at the front of the plane. We had 34 minutes when we got to New York to get our bags off the luggage carousel, recheck them in, and get to the gate. So the baggage claim, they came out, put them on the plate, and they were like, sorry, bag drop's closed. So we literally,
heartbreaking.
Guys, we just went into full sort of what basically my friend took the lead, and thank God for her, because I'd still be in New York now. She put the waterworks on. She was like, we have to get on this flight. You do not understand. They were like, sorry, ma'am, got to go to the help desk. We went to the help desk, 7 snakes long. So we just went under. And to be fair, everyone was really sweet. I think they knew they were in
Americans
a panic
as well.
Yeah. Exactly. But you know, American security is intense.
Oh, yeah,
so we were like, so sorry, we've got to get this flight. Anyway, with like 4 minutes to gate closing, we got there.
Oh my God.
And the suitcases got on the plane. So
I mean, if anyone was going to do it, it's going to be you.
Yeah,
but
true.
honestly, if you're ever debating getting a connecting flight or just paying a bit more for the full, just go for
Unless you think your waterwork game is like A1 and you can just like...
Just not with when you've got checked bags. It's not worth it.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
true.
that's
Not
really stressful.
worth
actually.
it. That was that. That kept it entertaining. And there was Fashion Week last week, so it was super busy.
So much
Super busy, but always so fun.
I missed the whole
Yeah,
Pryor
I
show.
know.
I was gonna say, did you go to anything? Or did you
I missed it.
We were meant to go together
But
on Sunday.
Were you in the airport at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
fine.
Sapna's boyfriend took us.
Oh, yes. He stepped in.
Did he love it?
Yeah, he did.
yeah, but Sap, where did you make him sit?
So,
No way.
so basically, we got there and our seats were together, and then the PR was like, "Oh, I've actually got one seat in the front row," and I was like, "Bye, see ya." I yeeted him to the second row, and I went straight to the front.
But his fit. Who decided on the fit?
Oh, he works in fashion. He knows what he's doing.
He's a bit of a fashion boy.
He's
right?
a bit
stylish
of a
king.
fashion boy,
Love that.
so he's all good with that. But yeah,
He's
that's
trustworthy
really
to
nice.
take to a fashion show. You know he's gonna.
Yeah.
Love
Not
that.
sure my boyfriend in his sports stash would quite make the cut.
Love it. It's alright, she stashed him in like the few rows.
Yeah,
Like,
but no, it was so good. Generally, Fashion Week was sick. Always is. It's just very high pace.
Can't believe you saw Anna Wintour.
You know what? I actually also saw her last year, but this year was a tiny bit
remember, yeah.
closer.
Yeah.
A tiny bit.
It's every year you're
Every-
getting
we
one.
get a little bit
So we had
closer.
Amrita in Dubai actually
Yeah.
at
I
Milan go up to
know.
her. She was
No.
like, she literally was like, fuck it. She
Yeah, she
saw
chatted
she
to
saw her
her.
opportunity and she went for it. And someone filmed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, I've seen that
Have you
video.
seen that video?
But you know what? I just don't have anything to say. I think she's just really cool.
Yeah, she is,
Like
yeah.
I respect her in the industry. I don't really have anything to say to her though,
Yeah.
so I don't think I would really go
Yeah, I
out
was
of
like,
my way.
what would I say? Like
yeah,
I'd walk up to her and be like, hi, and then I'd be like,
Oh my god, no, I think I'd word vomit. I would have started like chatting.
Oh,
Are
you
you
would.
good?
Yeah,
If you
100%.
meet
Chew her ear off.
celebrities, do you get a bit like starstruck, or do you act like you
think
don't know who
it
they
depends on
are,
who.
or like?
We saw Brooklyn Beckham and his wife
Oh,
at the
yes, of
airport
course
on
he
the
did.
way out. We were in New York and he was obviously going to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
And it
yeah, of
was
course.
classic because the wife had the dog and they were literally going up
sent me a
to the
photo.
security. I was thinking, how are they going to get that dog
Yeah,
through security? Is that a thing? Can you take dogs on planes?
I think it's a different
It's
vibe
just
there.
They have there's like loads of different rules and
Yeah.
But he must have not been going private jet if he was going through the sort
That's
of...
what I was wondering. Why was he there? Like,
He
surely
might
they
have. He
got a
might have
jet.
just gone like first or something.
Maybe,
He might have just gone like
maybe.
business first.
But the security guard was holding a handbag, so she literally
Love.
all she had to do was strut
Love
through.
that.
Nice. I love that.
But anyway, we were like, it's Brooklyn Beckham, and then he
Freak
kind of
out.
saw us all
Oh
like.
my god.
But I don't
That's
know.
But you should have got a selfie. I feel like other than maybe Anna Wintour, I would go up to
I was in
someone
my
for a
airport
selfie.
outfit.
Yeah, she was having a stressful time.
I've met him too.
Have you?
I think I've told the
You met
story
him in
on
a club, didn't
in a
you?
club, and I didn't give a shit about him. I took a picture with
Nicola.
David.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
oh yeah,
David.
yeah. He used to when I was like at Dior. He used to come in all the time. He's
Really?
really, really polite. So is
Oh.
Victoria.
Yeah.
She's really, really nice. She chats to everyone. She's really, really nice.
Oh,
Did you get
lovely.
but did you get starstruck?
Yeah, well, more with Victoria when I
Really?
went to that
Yeah,
lunch and
that's
she was there.
insane.
That must
have been
was
amazing.
sick. Guys, she
We-
hugged me.
That's
Goodbye.
actually wild.
We were once mini miking, me and Charlotte. Do you remember, did I message you this? And we saw Matthew McFadden from Succession.
Oh, as in
Yeah.
what's his name?
As in Tom
Not Greg. Tom
Wormscans.
Wormscans.
And then we were like, should we speak to him? Should we speak to him? We were both like sort of flitting around for a bit. And then I was like, screw it, I'm just going to pretend I don't know who he is. Because he looked really cool. So I was like, well, he looks great for SL Man Street
Yeah.
Style anyway.
Yeah,
so
true.
I'm
So
gonna,
you just got
I'm
him.
gonna ask him. So I went up to him. I was like, excuse me. We're filming really cool guys in London today. I was wondering if we could film you. And like, he obviously knew I knew who he was.
Yeah.
And he was like, sorry, no, not today. And I was like, okay, no worries.
Shame.
And then I wish I'd been like, I know who you are, by the way, and I really like you.
I feel like he will have known 100%. There would have been a thing there that he knew.
Yeah,
He
but
would have known that he
I
knew.
then looked more uncool for like acting like I didn't
But
know
then
who
he
was.
probably realised he was like, oh, she's freaking out fangirling inside, probably.
yeah.
No,
So it's
the
like
worst
they all
was
do.
when we went mini working and we asked this random person if we could do that outfit, and she was famous, but we didn't know she was famous, and she kind of was like to us as if we knew she was famous. She was like,
And she
sorry
went, "No
guys, no
photos
photos
today."
today.
Oh,
We were like,
that's
oh.
the worst when you don't know who they
But we
are.
were like,
know,
okay,
Like, no offense, but we just really like your
Yeah,
outfit.
like a really rude randomer. The only time I actually did fangirl, I was in New York, and this was years ago. Like, she wasn't really even on the scene. Zendaya was like fresh out of Disney. Yeah, fresh out of Disney. and I was on holiday in New York, and she was doing a pop-up because she had a clothing company back in the day.
Really?
And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to go to it. And I went, and I remember at the time I'd taken like 3 days off school to be there, and like the press were all there and whatever. And there was a picture of me. I know. And there was a picture of me in the Daily Mail next to her, but on the American version. All my friends were like, oh my God. And yeah, guys, I've got a photo with Zendaya.
Stop.
Right.
Yeah. Honestly, she was so nice. Like the queue snaked really far back.
She seems really nice.
So down to earth. Her team are really nice. I was really far back, and I was like, oh my God, now I have to meet her. Like I've not queued to not meet her. So then I like went to the front, and she's got like a guy friend that she's always with, Darnell, and like he spoke to me. Yeah,
I've heard so much about this Darnell.
Do you want to go in? And I was like, oh my God, yes please. She's so nice. She was so nice. I think I panicked then. I think I was, oh my God, I've come all the way from India. And I was like, that's not true. But I really felt like I had to make it work.
You just had to exaggerate
slightly.
And
I feel like that's what I said to her, and I was like, I lied, but it was worth it. So sorry, Zendaya.
Tom Holland just bought a flat in Battersea Park.
I still
Station.
Do you know who
Yeah,
else
has
has? Is Matt Healy.
Really?
Yeah.
Matt
That's
Healy
what he's,
there.
Coming to
Romeo,
Battersea.
Romeo Beckham, they're all up there.
Are
It's
they?
all popping off
Bring
from
'em in.
Battersea.
I'm gonna do some mini miking right there.
Battersea is good, guys. Battersea
Yeah,
is
it's
the
got a
place
lot
to
going
live.
on.
Should we move on to hot list?
Yeah, actually, the first thing is really close to my heart, and it's something I've been honestly thinking about so much recently. But oat milk's apparently really bad for us.
Yeah.
Sapna, I don't want to be that girl, but I've been preaching this.
I know.
So long.
I know.
So back on the skimmed, whatever you want.
I've been
cow.
reaching
But the thing
this
is,
for so long.
there's always been little things here and there. People being like, "Oh, it's not very good for you," but at the moment, I've been like
Oh, it's
slapped with it in
everywhere.
the face.
Oil,
My housemates
sugar.
have
But have you seen the TikTok of that girl? And she's imitating the cow, and now that we're all going back, and she's just like, here they all come, because now like everybody's like back on cow's milk.
I mean, I will never go back to cow's milk.
Really?
No, it doesn't agree with me at
Yeah,
all.
but what would you have?
I guess almond. I don't know.
No, they use too much water for almond, guys.
Yeah,
It's
Really?
Oh.
Realistically, I want to stick with oat. But the reasons why
Realistically,
it's
I'm
bad
gonna
is apparently it gives you spots and it makes you bloat.
Well, it's
There's loads
spikes,
of oil.
supposedly
It's
spikes are
starch.
into
Glucose.
it.
And
Yeah,
it's
glucose.
starchy.
Yeah, it's got loads of sugar.
It's starchy. It's really starchy.
And it's got lots of oil in.
And we can't physically digest
But
that
I
oil.
still really like it, and I still will drink it.
Tastes really
But the
really
only thing
good.
I've always had an issue with it, I've only ever used it for coffee, not for cereal.
Same.
It doesn't froth. That's always
it
the
does.
does.
So you get barista edition.
You need to get barista
Yeah,
oatmeal.
that's like an extra £1.50.
You need to get
Cravendale, I get like double the amount back on that hard.
Tyler, the creator, has just launched a capsule collection with Louis Vuitton.
Very cool.
Really
It
exciting.
is really cool. I feel like it's got
Cool.
you
Yeah, I
written
know.
all
I'm
over
really
it.
excited. Yeah. Oh my God, it's incredible. But I do feel like the last few years, LV have done really well. They've secured like so many good.
Well, it's
guests.
Pharrell, isn't it?
100%.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
feels very on
He's
brand
so well
for that,
connected. Yeah.
But one thing I thought was really cool was they've never really added additional motifs to their like Louis Vuitton monogram, and they've added his terrier that he uses on his brand
That was cool.
and his flower. So I think that is pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
they've
flower,
actually
the like
changed
golf
it.
thing. That's
Yeah.
his thing, isn't it? Yeah.
I think brands do need to do that though. Like I feel like there are classics and everybody recognizes that, but you're right. Like to reinvent it, something needs to be like a little bit different. Like Burberry have changed it before and stuff like that. It's just like
I was gonna say actually about Burberry. I
Yeah.
feel like with Daniel Lee coming in a few years ago, like he's changed up so much. We've spoken about it before. It's making it like the new gen of
Yeah.
London, of England, of like British culture,
Rebranding
and
it,
like
yeah.
in
That's
the
what
but
Pharrell's doing.
exactly. But then in the show, like it's so nice to have like a few classic things coming in as well. Like Naomi Campbell walked in the show,
Yeah.
but then
But
like the
did you
attendees,
see-
there was Barry,
Yeah.
there was like loads of like I think there's
Skepta,
yeah,
yes.
he looks sick.
yeah, and what's her face, Phoebe Philo
Finest daughter. That's
Yeah,
what I was
she
gonna say.
closed the show.
She's the mysterious model that
Yeah.
everyone was like, "Who is she? Who is she?" It's Phoebe Philo's daughter. Isn't that
So
crazy?
cool.
She's like really grown. I don't know why I didn't know she has a daughter.
But that kind of brings on to the topic of
Yes.
Nepo babies and
Yeah.
how they are just popping up everywhere on the
I
runway.
know. Especially, I mean, even that, you know, that Vogue shoot where it was like all of the women on the cover and
Yeah.
all that. I was like, oh,
And
like,
all
I
the
mean,
Nepo babies.
exactly. Like half of them were the Nepo babies.
Maya Jama, we don't mean you.
No, we don't need you.
We don't mean you.
There is another Nepo baby creeping up, and that is Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris
Oh,
Martin.
Apple! I love that we all know her
Oh my
name.
God, I remember
Do you know what
the
she
name.
looks like?
She's
The
stunning
name
as
when
well.
I thought she was like 12.
Yeah,
No,
me too.
she's
Fully grown.
Yeah.
Really?
She was.
I'm sure she's younger
like,
than us.
She's like
Yeah.
17 or 18.
Yes,
Okay,
and
yeah, I was
she
gonna
walked,
say.
she appeared at Couture Week, so I feel like we'll see a lot more of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, do you
Everyone's
feel
Nepo
like it's
baby
always
these days.
bad? I don't know if it's always necessarily a bad thing. I feel like it can be good when they use it for good. Like
For sure.
Yeah.
They can't help it. Like,
No.
if you were in a, like, why wouldn't you sort of chase that dream?
Yeah,
if
for
you
sure.
can, if it's like if the opportunity is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's true.
I mean,
It's
we've
just-
Who's
definitely
the
spoken
girl from
about this
Bridgerton?
before. Yeah, Maud Apatow from
Maud Apatow
what's it?
and Iris
Yeah.
Apatow, and then Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, I mean Hailey Bieber.
I was
Yeah,
about to say, does
like-
Hailey Bieber count? Because Alec
Yeah.
Baldwin is her uncle. That's
Yeah.
wild, isn't it?
Yes, I'm rewatching Gossip Girl at the moment, and I forgot that her dad is in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stephen Baldwin, obviously, Haley Baldwin's dad. Yeah. She's got Alec Baldwin. Basically, there's so many, and we have spoken about Nepo babies before. But I think the main thing is if you like acknowledge your privilege,
that's it, isn't it?
And then move forward.
Yeah.
Get on with your life. But like I think there's some people who like Kendall Jenner, love her, but she's a bit like, I had to overcome more obstacles.
I know, like pretending that you're not admitting it. But you know who one of the OG Nepo babies, I don't know if you guys knew this, but like growing up, whenever Nigella came on the TV, my parents every time would be like, her dad's an MP. And that's the one fact that I have known for my entire life, that Nigella comes from like a really successful family and her dad is an MP. But isn't that just like wild? Like everybody is so well like connected. And again, she's like made her own. She's done so well. But like, Microave.
You know who else is a Nepo baby? Matty Healy.
Oh yeah, I was watching. This Is My Life. I was watching Loose Women this morning.
Loose Women. Re-watching Gossip Girl.
I'm having a really good time. No, I'm on my own a lot, so I need background noise. And I weirdly I said out loud, that's Matt Healy's mum.
Yeah. No.
Denise.
I did not know.
Yeah.
He said it in a concert the other day, like, don't feel bad for me, I'm a Nepo baby.
Well, see, admitting it, I mean...
I bet he loves that one.
I bet he loves it.
Brit Awards are around the corner.
Yes.
So I'm going to read out the potential artists of the year, so the nominees. Okay. Central C, Dave, Dua Lipa, Fred Again, Jay Huss, Jessie Ware, Lil Sims, Olivia Dean, Ray.
Oh, Ray has had a hot year. She supported SZA's concert.
I feel like,
oh my god, it was. She's like, it was.
Did you?
Absolutely, and it was the day after she'd announced that she'd like lost her voice and couldn't perform. She sounded incredible, acoustic. She's so like, it feels like she should be related to Amy Winehouse because they're so similar. And she's
also the way that she's turned all of her songs really jazzy.
Yeah, but the fact that she's doing it independently, I don't think anybody like, unless you're in that industry, you realise how hard that is.
Yeah. But do you know who's low key is Olivia Dean?
Yes, I love Olivia Dean.
I don't think she's got like she hasn't got the clout yet. But I watched random. Did anyone else watch New Year's Eve the Hootenanny? Yeah.
I kind of went in and out. Did she?
And she earlier.
Cool. No, she was right up until New Year.
Oh well, that's who it was. I was a bit like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, she's so cool, and her voice is incredible, and her music's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Are you saying her then? Do you reckon she'll get it, or?
I don't think she'll get it. I think Ray or Lil Sims will.
Yeah, it's a nice way to find
so good just because the meaning behind what she raps about, like her and Dave are like kind of in like a league of their own. I do
100%.
So
yeah. I do also. I mean, Central C. Obviously, we speak about him so much. I don't think he'll win the award.
No, but did you see he teased his new song last night on TikTok?
Yes, and everyone's like, "You've gone soft.
You've gone mainstream."
He did say though, he owned it, didn't he? He said, "I guess I'm mainstream now." So I'm like, listen, when they admit it.
Oh, he's in love.
Okay, album of the year is also Ray, Blur, Jay Huss, Lil Sims.
From the one before, no one said Fred Again. I thought you'd be rooting for him.
So I'm a bit over it.
He's Central C. He's like Central C.
I'm Central C over Fred Again.
Right?
I was never on the
stuff like the award season. You can't peak too early.
Yeah,
previous year, can you?
So I will say though that Ray has 7 nominees. Jay Huss has 4. Central C has 3. SZA has 2. Fred Again 2. Miley Cyrus 2.
Oh, I hope Miley Cyrus gets it.
Olivia Rodrigo 2.
Why are you splitting Olivia? I love Olivia.
No, you know what? I loved Sour. That was the first album. Second album, it felt maybe I'm just getting older, but it felt a bit too teen for me.
It was a bit sad.
It was like Kids Bop.
Quite a lot of.
But like people like her and SZA, they can only be nominated for the international ones, though, right? So there's
is
not
that
many
true?
Because it's the Brits, right? So
yeah, that
I guess they don't really get many. But I'm here for SZA. I really hope she wins.
Loved.
So international artist of the year: Taylor Swift, Burna Boy, Miley Cyrus.
Burna Boy here for it.
Yeah, I like Burna Boy.
He was performing in the Bahamas, but I missed it by a night.
Yeah.
My God.
So it became a running joke. It became a running joke in my friendship group when we were out there because we were like, Burna Boy's coming. So anytime anyone went, we go. Yeah. So they're gonna die at this.
But I can't lie. I feel like he deserves it. Let's be honest. That absolutely ran our summer. Like every TikTok sound, every club, every restaurant, no matter where you were. Even if you were dining in like a really like posh Indian restaurant, Chinese restaurant, Burna Boy was blasting.
100%.
So I have to back Taylor though as well.
I do, but I think she wins everything. And
so where is she right now? Is she in Australia? She just started
Aussie tour.
I've seen all the Australians are there. All the Shameless girls went the other day. Did they? Yeah.
When are you going, Sat?
I'm
When did
going.
she go?
I'm going to say June or July.
Okay.
Did you see?
Where are you seeing her here?
Did you see
Yeah.
Indy Clinton?
Yes, I did.
Got like completely trolled for trolled.
So Kate and I are obsessed with Indy Clinton.
Yeah. So Indy Clinton is an Australian sort of mumfluencer, I'd say.
Hot mum, she's our age.
Yeah, she's like really young, like really cool, and she's so laid back with her kids, which is so funny. But she's got 3 kids, and they're just crazy, and her life is just chaos. But she's so funny about it. Anyway, she went to 2 Taylor Swift concerts while she was in Australia, and apparently the Swifties have not been happy with her.
Why?
She should have given her tickets. To
They're
else.
saying, no, like if you
But, like,
can
all the
afford
comments-
it, and if
To be
you
fair,
got
Indy
them-
said she wanted to do it as a giveaway, but because of all the legal rights, she couldn't.
I
Yeah,
just
'cause she
thought
was
let
gifted-
people
she was
enjoy
gifted
it though.
them.
Oh,
Yeah,
she was gifted them.
But she couldn't transfer the name of the tickets.
Yeah, it is very hard to do that, actually.
She was gifted them, but then all the comments, like I was reading the comments afterwards, and like people were like, "Sorry, Swifties, but if you got the opportunity to go to 2,
Yeah,
you would
you
go
would.
to 2."
Yeah, for
Also,
sure.
from like quite a technical perspective, if you're being gifted by a brand to go somewhere, you can't just give it to someone else.
Yeah.
You've got to
Yeah.
go, and you've got to do the content. Like you can't just be like, "I'm going to give it to someone else."
I'll just check if there
Just
was-
genuine question, because I know you guys are Swifties. Do you think her relationship with
Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
do you think is a PR move?
No, I
Oh,
genuinely don't. Like,
Although
if you
he
see,
gave me the ick at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was gonna say now
same.
I'm a bit like
You've
scared.
triggered.
I'm like tiptoeing.
no, but genuinely no, because I feel like that, like Matty Healy, probably a PR move. That was a weird.
Oh my
I didn't
God,
hear
that was
about
so
this.
weird.
Are you serious?
I feel like, well, I'm
They
not on the
kissed
Swiftie
in
TikTok,
a
so I
photo.
didn't hear about. Obviously, I know about this one now. Didn't hear about this Matt Healy one.
No,
That does seem a bit wrong.
That was
They kissed in a
TBC.
photo.
But this, like, genuinely, all
This
the
is real.
videos, you can tell, like, she's just so loose and like
Yeah.
carefree. Loose.
But I feel like also she doesn't need it. Like, and I feel
she
like in
doesn't
America
need
he
it.
doesn't, because he's well known amongst
Neither
like
of them
his
need it.
industry.
Well, this is what I said to my boyfriend the other day, and he got triggered. I was like, "Oh, because I had never heard of Travis Kelce before," and then he was like, "Travis Kelce is one of the fucking best football players of all time. Like everyone knows who he is." And then I was like, "Okay," I didn't realize he was that famous.
I did not know who he was before.
in like American culture, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like,
I was like,
yeah,
okay.
I guess we don't. Watch
Okay, so
that
but
stuff.
strong no on the PR.
Yeah, but all the
move.
Swifties are like,
No,
"Taylor
genuinely.
Swift's boyfriend's playing."
Yeah.
They
fans
do
are
pan
like-
to her all the time. Even the Super
Yeah.
Bowl, like they
She
kept
was on the
panning to
poster
her.
of the Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's so wild.
It had like,
views have probably got
it had
Yeah.
like 3
Swifties.
photos
Oh
of football
my
players
God.
and Taylor Swift.
Did you know? So the Super Bowl that's just gone, that is the second most watched thing on American TV after the moonwalking.
Wild.
Yeah.
But I
The
have
moon,
like
sorry, when you say moonwalking,
The landing.
moonwalking,
Landing.
the moon landing.
I know what you
Flag.
mean, but I was like,
Flag. Oh, she is. That's what you're giving. You're giving.
that's the most watched thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then the moon landing, then the Super Bowl.
And is that purely because of all these extra Swifties?
Well, probably. I mean, yeah, probably more people have definitely tuned into that. But I guess also like it's a huge
I tuned
because
in.
It's a
Because
huge
of that.
population.
like I don't know why I know all these random facts, right? So
Spit 'em.
the day that the highest number of Americans call in sick is the day after the Super Bowl.
Really?
It's a huge day for them. It's like I don't know, Christmas or
I watched it.
Oh,
for
yeah,
the first
Coronation.
time this year.
there you go. Yeah, I guess that's our equivalent.
I mean,
It's
maybe like
alright.
England playing in like the Euros or something.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's Euro summer this
Oh,
summer.
I
God,
love-
I'm so excited.
It's coming.
It's
coming.
coming. We are the most hated people.
We
in the
are.
world.
It's,
Yeah, it's the way
my
me and
boyfriend's
Sam are
alarm is the coming home. That song.
Yeah.
That's his alarm.
Wow.
Wow.
So
I
every
don't
day
know,
I
but he
wake
wakes
to
up in
that.
such a good vibe. That is manifesting to its core.
Isn't it?
When we win it, that's why, because your boyfriend's alarm.
Another thing that's coming up is International Women's Day on the 8th of March.
Speak up, Dawnley.
I feel like I'm in a small group of people who really love International Women's Day. I feel like in our office, because we're full of women, I feel like it's International Women's Day every day.
Yeah.
But I think it's a really nice day because I think also the not just content but like the campaigns, the
That's what
initiatives.
it is. I think
Yes,
it's a good
it is a-
opportunity.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It is a charity at the end of the day as
Yeah.
well, and there's so many partners and things going on. But we are
Yes.
doing a really cool event with Tinder in celebration of International Women's Day. I think everything's probably live now. Hopefully it's sold out by now, by the time we're talking
Yes.
about this.
And it's our biggest in real life event so far. So it's going to be, I think,
So
up to
cool.
there's about going to be about 60 of you guys
Yeah.
joining us
so
for a
exciting.
live event.
If you haven't yet got tickets and they're still available, please snap them up because we'd love to meet you.
And we're also really encouraging people to come on their own. We're
Yes.
celebrating doing things
Yeah,
independently and having the confidence to come.
And
Because
saying
Exactly.
yes. This is what we were talking about. at the beginning.
Exactly.
Network. Say yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
You'll
yes.
meet.
So, and I dared Sapna today to go and have lunch on her own.
Yeah.
What did you do?
To celebrate the Tinder event that we're
that's
launching.
So I went
Good.
to Lena Stores and I had a pasta, little
Love
pomodoro
that.
with linguine.
Do you know what? That's so nice to see. I was, me and my partner were out for Valentine's Day, and the lady that was like the opposite us was by herself, but she was like having a great time. Yeah, she was like FaceTiming some friends, having some wine and food, and I was like, no one's looking at her. Like, it's so normal. It's so nice to see. Good on you, Sal.
But when I see an elderly person doing it, honestly,
no, I can't.
But who inspires you guys as women in your life?
I mean, honestly, no, I genuinely was going to say that. Like, the people we work with, the women here, they're all so freaking hardworking and so lovely. And, like, I just think, yeah, everyone here.
Can I just
top that?
I'm going to top that. I'm going to top that quick. My jammer.
Okay.
Everyone in the office, my jammer.
Fair enough.
Okay, you go.
My mom.
Oh, that's a nice.
She does just inspire me. I love her so much. And my granny.
That's so sweet.
They're the best.
Daisy, what about you? Do you know what? Recently so I went out to see my friend who just moved abroad. Yeah. And seeing the way she has just dropped her whole life in London. She's got a long-term boyfriend in London. And seeing her do that move and seeing her so happy, I was like, and I texted her when I left, like, you inspire me so much. Because she's having the best time and she's made me think, oh my God, if she can do it, I can do anything. So true. That's really inspired me this year.
That's the same as me. So my sister, she's like moved to the British Virgin Islands, which are really far away, and like we're a really close family. Gone through loads, and I was like, oh my God, I was like dying when she first left. And actually, it's so nice. It's like she's got loads of friends out there, and like, you know, when people go and visit, it's so nice, and you see them smashing it with their friends, and they've got their routine, and it's like, oh my God, you're like doing it, like you're absolutely fine, smashing it. So yeah,
that's so nice.
Oh, I love that, guys.
That was such a nice little chat.
Yeah, it was.
I love that little wholesome chat.
Awesome.
Sorry, this is really random, but I was just thought of this because we were talking about being independent. And I was thinking, you know, when you go for like a hot girl walk and you're like listening to music and like, when you listen to music in your head, do you picture yourself singing it or do you picture the artist performing it? Because I was having this thought the other day and I was like, am I just a narcissist? Because when I listen to music, I'm picturing myself on stage singing the music.
Mine, interesting that yours is a stage.
Yeah,
mine is always at some form of house party.
Okay,
oh my God, shared experience. Okay. None of us live unique lives.
Mine's in a car, like up against a window.
But are you picturing yourself?
I think so.
In your head, is it you?
I picture myself in like film.
Yes.
So it's like if I'm listening to like a really emotional song, it's like in the film that this is what's just happened.
Okay.
Or like I'll be.
She said main character.
No, 100%.
Or like I'll be if I'm on the tube and I'm listening to music, I'm like it's the opening sequence of the TV show that I'm in.
Exactly.
But I feel like it does vary from like song to song. Like sometimes it's really different if you know like you have a slight memory attached. Like Burna Boy makes me literally being on like a beach party on an island. Now Daisy's in the memory. So
it depends like what point in the film we're at.
Well, there's a part where Daisy is now basically creeping in and like on her knees like yeah.
But do you see, like everyone pictures something different.
It's really weird. How do you know that everyone else does?
I didn't, and I'm really glad everyone has something different.
Can you imagine if we'd all been like,
no?
Has TikTok made you realise though? Like it's like upsets me, but like none of us have ever had a unique experience. Like apparently we all watch Crazy Rich Asians on the plane. I thought that was just me. Yeah. See, none of us have ever had. Oh my God, see?
It's hard to be original.
Never had a unique thought.
It's hard to be original these days.
It's hard. But I'm so glad I asked you that because I was really thinking about it too much earlier. Anyway, let's move on to the things that we are loving. Who's watching One Day?
I'm too scared to watch it because it literally says in the title bittersweet. I was like,
I'm on episode 2.
Yeah, okay. I think we're all at different levels.
There's 14
in total.
Oh God, you're on 11.
I didn't realise there was 14 eps, which is so great. I love it when
they're only and they're not too long either.
Half an hour, perfect. But I'm at the point now where at work today, I was just all I can think about is getting back home.
No, same.
Really, that's what I have with Gossip Girl at the moment.
Is it really good? Like really gripping? Are you more attached to like the storyline or like the characters?
Tell you what, at the beginning I thought the characters were really forced and I was kind of cringing a little bit, but actually
that's where I'm at right now.
Okay,
which is I don't want to keep watching.
No, keep going. Honestly, you grow with the characters and I didn't know if their connection was legit, but you find yourself literally at the television like, for fuck's sake, just tell them how you're feeling.
There's
is
two
it a bit
things.
of normal people?
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Oh, I don't know if I've got that in me.
I think you have, but there were two things I saw on Instagram, actually, not TikTok for once. But one was Matt Haig, who obviously is a big author. He was talking about how it's actually really difficult to write male characters like Dexter who aren't just one thing, like just a villain, just the romantic interest, just this, that, whatever. So like this character, obviously I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't watched it, but he's so multifaceted, and like you kind of hate him, you kind of love him.
Like encompasses like every kind of emotion. Yeah.
And on the other side of that, I mean, I posted this on my story the other day, we were talking about it earlier, but Emma, the character Emma, it's been so, I mean, I wouldn't even say so long. I think this is the first Indian character I have seen on telly that isn't a stereotype. Or isn't, you know, she is just completely just her.
But I think that's why she said it was so hard for her to accept the role, because she couldn't see herself in that, because it's like, we are never portrayed as that. Because I don't know if you've seen it, but the girl from Never Have I Ever, again, it's like she does so well in it, and the character development is really good. But again, she starts off with being like that Indian girl that's like, you know, never romanticized. And then I think Bridgerton was like the polar opposite. Yeah. It was so romanticized. And this is like really realistic.
Yeah, it's very realistic.
So good. And she was in, did you watch This Is Gonna Hurt?
No, I haven't yet.
So good in
she
that.
was in that.
Yeah.
She's the nurse.
She was so good in that.
And I do think she carries some of that, like, you know, like the stubbornness in it, but it's so nice to see how that leads on. And that's what, to be fair, I know it's really sad, that's why I don't want to watch it, but like you said, for her, I feel like I kind of should.
Yeah.
It looks like it's amazing.
It's really great. And like you said, I think those like stereotypes are everywhere. Like, have you any of you watched People Just Do Nothing?
No.
That show. There's a character in that called Chibadiji, and he's literally like...
Chibadiji?
Yeah,
he's in everything.
I mean, he's in everything, but like he's literally like, I love him, it's hilarious, but it's just, I hate characters like that because it just portrays Indians as this one thing. It's like the really exaggerated accent, it's really like...
Bend It Like Beckham.
Yeah, but I do love Bend
It
Like Beckham.
That is a
do you know, that's like
film.
recently, that's been like really, really like debunked. So Paminda Nagra, the lady who's on it, she was, you know, the main character in that, she was so good in it. You know, everything that you want from a main character, her career didn't rock it at all. Whereas Keira Knightley, you know, has gone on to be this incredible, you know, everybody knows her, she's American, she's this. But Paminda Nagra, she's still acting now. She acted with my sister on a police documentary.
Really?
Yeah. And
I've seen her in something as a teacher, and I can't remember what it was. I want to say Sex Education or one of those kind of shows.
Yeah, so she's still doing it, but the idea being she's had to fight so much harder, whereas Keira Knightley was just kind of handed everything. And it's just like you say, that was the typical, it's, again, isn't it? So it's really nice to see, and she's doing so well. Number one watched or something?
Yes, number one watched show in the world right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
what one day is.
Yeah.
Have you guys read the book?
No,
or seen the film?
They made. I was gonna say they made a film with Anne Hathaway, didn't they?
Yes.
Oh,
you're right. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know
and I
she
didn't
was
know
the
if it was the
character.
same thing.
I think it is, but it's they've obviously made it into this Netflix 14.
I love him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gorgeous, isn't he?
Gorgeous.
Who's
He's going
that?
out with Megan.
Leo
Farley.
Woodall.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Character.
He's going out with Megan Farley for the Bold
Yes.
Side.
So he obviously was in White Lotus. So was
Her.
Megan.
Yeah.
And
They've been going out
they're
since
dating.
then, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
They went Instagram official a couple of
Yeah, I
days
saw
ago.
that.
I was like, I love this for you.
Okay, Kate, what prods are you loving at the moment?
I've got two things. The Huda Beauty loose powder.
Love. Oh, so good.
So good. Can I say one? It smells absolutely unbelievable. Like, it's quite overwhelming, the smell, when you first get it, because I lost all my makeup.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to all my makeup, but I got this Huda Beauty powder, and it's so good. I think I've got pound cake is the one that I
Nice. That's that one, and like banana bread and stuff like that.
This
Great
cupcake.
That's good.
Yeah, they're really good names. But the girl that worked on the counter in Boots was really, really helpful.
You need to try the pressed version as well. That's
I
what I've
also
been using recently.
So I have, when
So
I run
good.
out of this, I have the pressed one.
It's so good.
But yeah. Second thing I'm loving is so rogue and weird, but you'll definitely make you laugh. Does anyone else follow the RSPB on TikTok?
No. What is that? What does that stand for?
In my head, I was thinking RSPCA.
Yeah. So it's the one for birds.
Birds. Yeah, I do know.
I don't know if you know who their social media manager is. It is so funny.
Really?
Like, I was like crying, laughing, watching it. They do a bird of the week every week, and it's so fucking funny. They have 102,000 followers.
You're part of that. How did that make you feel?
It makes
Committed
me
to
feel
the
really
birds.
happy. Yeah, committed to the birds. Go and drop the RSPB a follow, and shout out to whoever manages their socials, because they're amazing.
Saroop,
yes,
what do you love?
Mine is, guys, the Summer Fridays. Lip
Sorry.
Butter Balm.
This is going to look like such an ad.
I know.
It's not.
But Summer Fridays lip butter balm in birthday cakes. They're 6 years old. That's what it's for,
Oh,
because they're
birthday.
like, it's the, their birthday.
Is it?
It's so good.
It
It
is so
actually
good.
stays on. Smells really, really nice, and it's not sticky. Okay, Daisy, what is your hot prod?
So I've got onto this granola called Roller Granola, and they do this
Roller.
one. It's called Caveman Zesty Caveman, and they are clusters.
Yeah.
So it's not like granola. It's
I'm all about a cluster.
and like you pick up a load in your hand, and they are so good.
I'm all about like being able to go into the box.
Does it make you feel like a zesty caveman when you're digging it out? Yeah.
But I've never seen that before, the sort of big clusters rather than the grains. Anyway, so that's one. Oh, there's this Aries X Umbro rugby shirt I'm obsessed with. But Cos and ASOS also have some nice ones.
Really, it's really having a moment, isn't it? Like rugby shirts and stuff.
Exactly. So they're mine. Sapna, what are yours?
Well, one day, but also that's just reminded me, Cos X Linda Farrow have just done a collab. They are so good. I've already got some coming. I'm so excited. Also, we need to shout out Charlotte Collins' collab with Edge of Ember, which we've both got on currently. She's done such a cute collab.
I love that black one.
So
It's
nice.
so
Yeah, I'll
nice.
show you.
I love it in green.
Congrats to her. It's freaking sick. This is Daisy.
So nice.
So nice.
So yeah, if you haven't already checked that out, check it out.
Brilliant. Well, thanks so much, guys, for joining us.
We'll see you very soon. Especially you. Come back soon.
I'll be back.
She'll be lurking outside of the school
Mummy never
gates.
leaves.
See you. Bye.
Bye.